Hey, Rachel. Are you still alive? We are about to start eating one of the best dinners ever without you. We are having a whole oceanside barbecue with some of the most fresh seafood I have ever seen. It's going to be super delicious. I wish you were here to enjoy it with us.
You know it isn't necessary for you to keep bragging about the vacation with all of these texts.
Now what's up with that attitude? I just wanted to know what you have been up to at home is all. So I thought I would go ahead and get in touch with you again.
As for you and everyone's little vacation, I'm not that interested, and it doesn't bother me in the slightest what you guys are having to eat.
Ugh. I should have known you weren't going to change one bit since we had left the house. And I thought texting you would have lightened the mood for us. You can't just act a little happy about what we have going on.
That's because I am not happy about you guys. Not even a little bit.
And what's up with you talking down to your own parents like this? When did you start thinking that going against your parents was okay for you to do? Even if you are a bit older now, you need to show more respect to those that sacrificed a lot of their time to raise you. I thought we raised you better than this.
But I never ever really thought of you guys as my parents. So I think talking down to you guys a little is just enough.
What the hell? Recently, you haven't just been insulting me, but your mother as well, right? I can see that you are a bit of a handful. But you do realize that you owe your mom and me for giving you the luxury of the life you have.
I only know a few people that have helped me have a decent life. And they don't include the two of you. I honestly feel that everyone around me besides the two of you have done a better job raising me.
Huh. You are starting to get on my nerves, you know. That attitude of yours is all we ever see from you anymore. Your mom and I never wanted you to grow up into our worst nightmare. We feel so bad that you see us as your enemy.
What are you talking about? My attitude doesn't have anything to do with me seeing you guys as the enemy. The two of you never really cared about what I had to say to you, and never bothered answering to anything that I asked from you. I felt like I was always being left behind as the two of you continued to show all your attention to Jenna. You just looked the other way as though I should know how to take care of myself since I am the older sister. That's why I am not the one with an attitude problem. It's the two of you that suffer from trying to change who I have become into what you wish I had become. Do you not see that the way you abuse me is the main problem here? I am starting to think that you and Mom are the real children here.
You are really starting to irritate me. Everyone knows that it's your attitude that is the problem. You turned out to be the exact opposite of Jenna. You two are like night and day. Polar opposites. You're the difficult one and she's an absolute sweetheart. Always putting her parents first. She is also very smart and doesn't act as though she is above everyone else. If anything, she understands that her parents work really hard to care for her and that it is her duty to serve us. I can only imagine what it would be like if you had turned out half as good as Jenna is.
Even if I had wanted to try and turn out a little bit like her. It was you that always said that I was never good enough, right? All you guys would ever do is talk about how amazing she was. And day after day, it would be the same crap where you would only compare me to her. It drove me to keep my distance from you all just so that I could keep a little bit of my sanity.
I think you just didn't try hard enough, early enough. You're probably just jealous of her, making you jaded to any comments we made about you and her. Now you are just stuck being the black sheep of the family, always griping about anything that you don't like. Do you think your mom and I really want to continue supporting someone like that? Since we have someone that is so kind and intelligent, that actually cares about what we say, we decided to make her a priority over you.
All right. I guess that is why I turned out this way. Well, have fun on your family vacation for me, please. But please don't feel that you need to keep sending me these annoying text messages every day trying to rub your vacation in my face, okay? I'm over it.
Huh. I hate that you always speak to me like that. Do you not get it? We originally invited you to come on this trip with us, right? Do you know why you ended up not coming with us? Huh?
That's because I caught a cold, right?
Right before our well-planned trip, you decided it would be funny to run a 99-degree Fahrenheit fever and start coughing uncontrollably. Then Jenna, trying to be all caring and loving, said that it would be best if we just canceled the family trip. But I didn't get why we should be so nice to someone that decides the time before a long-awaited trip is the best time to get sick. Not because of you. Jenna is still worried about how you are doing. Do you even feel sorry about any of this? About making your sister more stressed about you while she should be relaxing with your mom and I?
Don't act like it was my fault for getting sick before our trip. It's not like I thought having a fever and a cold would be a fun time.
Jeez, stop talking so much. I am over listening to all of your excuses. Now I am starting to get a headache just from reading your bullcrap. The only reason you keep talking like a child after becoming an adult is because you are too stupid to understand what it means to grow up.
Ah, right.
Well, whatever. This is what happens when you don't regard your own parents as important. While we are still on vacation, just cry on your own and think about how much fun we are having at this super gorgeous resort. And while you're at it, make sure to clean the house up before we get home. Are you ever going to come out from hiding in your room? You should come out and live your life like the rest of us do. We finally got back from our trip and want to see you.
Is that all you wanted to say?
Huh? There isn't anything else I need to say to you. I was just thinking, I should probably ask if you'd come out to see how you'd react. Really, I'm fine with you not coming out of that hole of yours yet. Either way, I'm sure I'll know when you eventually decide to come out, since you'll probably be making a huge fuss of us leaving you here.
I see.
But as for Jenna, she has been so worried about you that she tries to call you at least 5 times a day. So even if it doesn't entirely bother me, at least come out for your sister.
Why should I? I don't care about how any of you guys feel anymore.
Hey. Don't say terrible crap like that. Can you at least try and act like a good older sister while you are still around us? Jenna even says that she wants to see how you are doing after you decided to have that fever.
And what about me makes her think that I want to come out to see her? Does she think that this will fix my relationship with the rest of you? Or maybe she wants me to stick around the house so that I can continue to give you guys money.
What? For money? I don't ever remember her borrowing any money from you. Have you started to hallucinate things?
I wasn't talking about her. I was talking about how you and Mom took the money I made from selling designer bags at my part-time job. I think that was about $15,000 worth of bags, if I'm correct, that I sold. So I'd like to collect my reimbursement for however much of that money you two spent.
What the heck? If you plan to do that, then go right ahead. I'll just make sure to kick you out of the house for doing that.
Really? Then I suppose I could bring this whole thing to court. I'm sure they would side with me since I never said that you guys could have that money.
Huh?
I didn't really think I'd need to do this at first. But of course, I don't feel all too bad about doing that to the high and mighty family that went on vacation without me. Especially when you guys used my money for it.
Well, hold on a minute.
I thought we agreed that the money I got for those bags would be given to me. And then I would give you guys like $1,000 or $2. But instead, you guys went ahead and spent it all going on that stupid vacation after I did all the work. I guess I should have known this would happen since you guys kept pushing for me to work harder and harder to get all the money I could. You guys didn't even care that I came down with a fever. Instead, just leaving me at home to try and care for myself.
But, wait.
And now because of that, the fever turned out to be pneumonia, and now I am stuck in the hospital trying to recover. So are you happy? Huh?
What? You're at the hospital right now.
Uncle Drew and Aunt Bev came to the house to help drive me here when I told them that you guys left me. And do you know what they said about you? They said that you guys are a disgraceful family. So, how does it feel knowing that your brother and his wife are disgusted by you?
What? My brother said that.
Well, I guess that this is it for us anyways. After I get out of the hospital, I am going to become Uncle Drew's daughter and move into his house. And I won't need to give you guys any more of my earnings from my part-time job.
Wait, you are getting too far ahead of yourself.
I couldn't care less about what you think about my choice. I'm not even thankful for you guys letting me stay at your house for the past 20 years. I had to go right to work after graduating high school. And even then, I needed to give you guys whatever money I made to help support you guys.
You supported us? You're an idiot. So there's no way you could have supported us. Are you having trouble understanding things with that tiny brain of yours?
But you guys were already starting to move my things around like you were ready for me to get out, right? So you should be in total agreement with me leaving the house. But here's the thing. Now there won't be any money coming into the house that you guys can steal after I leave. Well, I guess that life is going to get a little bit tougher now that your wallet will be just a bit more empty, huh? But for me, I will finally become free of you guys, and I won't have to give you any more of my money.
Do you plan to fight back at us in return for our kindness to you?
Huh? There was never any kindness from you guys. The only thing that I ever received was pain from having to be around you all for so long.
Wha?
Did you guys at least have fun on that vacation that I helped pay for? From now on, the three of you won't be able to go on any exciting trips like that anymore, right? If I have to say it a little more straightforward, you reap what you sow. Well, once I have fully recovered, I will be moving in with Uncle Drew. So please enjoy only needing to raise your amazing baby girl, Jenna.
Wait, Rachel! I will definitely not be forgiving you for this. You're just going to leave us all behind to go live with my brother? Hey, when are you going to come back to us?
Huh? What? Who is this again?
Are you still half asleep or something? This is your dad. You went ahead and blocked my phone number without ever even telling me. So because I finally found out about that, I changed my number and was able to contact you again. I am really never going to let go of you wasting my time. You are a coward for running away from your family.
But you guys were never my family.
You idiot! I am also talking about how you just threw us all away. How long do you plan to hide away and pout for? It's been 5 years now. It's time for you to toughen up and come back home.
Then this must be my previous dad, right? All of these crazy, obnoxious comments are starting to remind me of how awful your attitude was.
What? I'm not the one with an attitude. And stop acting like I am not your dad anymore. When the hell are you going to come back home? Come home already!
But what reason would I have for coming back to you? I mean, you guys treated me like I was just a piece of your property. And by the way, you need to find a better way to introduce yourself after not talking to someone for 5 years than just coming in and talking crap. If I am not mistaken, you guys treated me like a slave before I decided I had had enough, right?
The way you keep trying to make me look like the bad person is starting to really drive me up the wall. And after 5 years, a lot has changed with our family situation. It would help us out a lot if you got off your lazy butt and came back home to help support us. What are you laughing at? Hey, Rachel, reply to me. You need to answer me. For a while now, I have been trying to get your attention by ringing your doorbell. Are you deaf now or something? Come open the door and talk to me.
So you finally decided to come to me directly. It seems that Uncle Drew finally got a little soft and told you the address of my house, huh? I'm sure you probably tricked him into doing it.
What do you mean I tricked him? All I did was ask him if he knew where you were staying at. Saying that I would trick my own brother is ridiculous.
Huh? You had to have deceived him. I'm sure you told him that you regret what you did to me. But that was just a lie that you made up so that he would feel sorry for you, right? I bet you would be a great actor for the way you were able to make it look like you actually felt sorry.
What? I'm not going to take that crap. Just open the door already. He told me that around this time you should be back from work and in your house. So even if you try to ignore me, I am going to continue hitting the doorbell.
Wow. That's very rude of you.
I'll make sure that when I see your husband, that I will tell him of all the dirty and horrible things that you did to your family. I wonder if that will make him leave you. But I think that would be even better if he did.
What? So it seems that you found out that I got married, huh?
Yeah, that's right. You didn't even bother contacting us to let us know that you would be registering for marriage. But I guess I would have never approved of it anyways. I'm going to do my best to make you guys split.
I think you're trying way too hard to get back at me right now. Does this mean that you and your family are in quite the predicament at the moment? If that isn't the case, then I don't know what else would make you so upset as to try and get in my way again after almost 6 years. You're just trying to get close to me again since you can't handle things at home all on your own anymore. That's pretty sad of you, if you ask me.
Shut the hell up! Whether it is what is happening right now or what happened in the past, it has all been because of your wrongdoings.
So you really haven't changed, huh? Even now, you will only find ways to make me the cause of all your problems.
I think it would be best if you just started caring for your family again and started to give money back to us.
So, in other words, your family doesn't have enough money because you can't bother to stop spending it all?
I just want to have a little extra money in case of emergencies. That's it. But also, Jenna will be getting married next year. I want you to be the one to pay for all of her wedding expenses, like the wedding hall and her dress. Actually, you are going to have to do it.
Is that so?
What's that supposed to mean? If you have the time to act so absent-minded right now, then you have the time to open this door and talk to me face to face. And if your husband is also in there, tell him to come see me as well.
Well, about all of that. I think it is time you stop acting out of hand. You are right saying that my husband is home right now, but I am not.
What?
I got a message from my husband just a few minutes ago saying that there is someone outside our front door screaming abusive language. He then asked me if I knew who that was. So I'm glad you decided to text me saying that it is you, or else I might have had to let him call the police on you.
Well then, what the hell? If he is in the house right now, have him come out here to see me. I have been slamming on the door for the past few minutes now. I can't believe he has the nerve to just try and avoid me. When you are not around, does he not have the balls to face a threat? Well, I guess that it makes sense since he was stupid enough to marry someone as arrogant as you. Tell him to open the front door right now. Tell him that I am here to teach him a good old-fashioned lesson.
Well, you might think he is a coward for not coming to face you, but I think he can get pretty crazy when I am not around. So I am really glad you told me it was you, before something really, really bad could have happened.
What are you rambling on about? Since you aren't here to listen to me, tell him to open this door now.
It looks like that is what he is about to do. He told me that if he doesn't open the door soon, the young rageaholic in him will get the best of you. Of course, if that were to happen, I don't think things would end very well for you.
Huh? What does that mean?
Well, once you see him, I'm sure you will begin to understand. Anyway, I need to finish grocery shopping, and then I will come back home. Are you there? I hope you are still alive.
I just had the worst day of my life a second ago. Your husband is one of those heavy body types, huh? The kind that is too big and angry to control.
I think you finally found out what I meant when I said that he was going to be scary when I'm not around. He told me that you wanted to talk with him for a little while when he answered the door. So while I was thinking about how long it would take you to finish wasting his time, I went out with his mom to get some dinner.
Whoa.
Did you think that I would come home to try and stop him? I don't have any reason to be going out of my way to do that. Having to drive all the way home would have been a bother for me, and having to see your face would have only been worse.
But you said that after shopping you would come home. Help me!
I'm really sorry. But now that I think about it, did you end up pissing your pants? My husband said he was busting out laughing at you. He said that your face got as red as a lobster and that there was a dark spot that started to form on your pants. This is the best I have felt in a super long time.
Stop. Please help me. And don't tell this to anyone.
But you have already made it so that I won't help you. And I'm sorry, but I think you were a little too late asking me.
What?
My mother-in-law already told your wife and Jenna about this. I had her tell your wife to send us some money to get the area around the front room replaced. Since you decided to piss all over it. You didn't even clean it up before you ran home.
What?
You came to my house trying to get money from me, only to leave creating more embarrassment for yourself. And you created unnecessary expenses as well.
You are going to get it for talking to me this way.
Well, I think this is really going to be goodbye for us. Now that you have learned from this great experience, there shouldn't be any worries about you visiting my house a second time, right? But you probably couldn't come even if you tried. See ya, old man. Oh, wait. See ya, Mr. Pants Sweater.
What is up with this? Coming to my house with your husband.
Calm down, Mr. Pants Sweater. Good afternoon. We aren't here for anything really important, actually. Really? We just came to get the money we requested for our new flooring after you made a mess on it.
What?
And we thought by coming here directly, we would be able to get that money in one lump sum payment. Well, we could just get a loan for the new flooring, so paying it bit by bit would also work, but if you guys did that, we would need to continue coming here. And we both know that that isn't what anyone wants. But if that is really what you guys want to do, then that works. In total, it will be about $10,000. So if you could make this transaction quick, that would be great.
Do you think that we have $10,000 just laying around here? Please just forgive me for what happened.
Huh? Even after coming into our house and making a nasty mess on our beautiful hardwood flooring, you aren't going to give us any money to replace it? You think that we will just forgive you in exchange for nothing?
But
it's because you don't have any money? Well, then ask some of your relatives to get some money together for you. At this point in time, I don't need to stand here telling you what to do. You should know that when you don't have the money, you need to get it from someone else. But that's right. Your super smart and amazing daughter has moved out of the house now, right? But when we went to go visit her place before coming here, it didn't look like she was at home.
Hey, you stop bringing Jenna into this. She is your little sister. You have no right thinking that she will be the one to pay you. And I doubt she would help someone as wretched as you in getting that money back from us anyways.
As wretched as me? What's up with that remark?
I'm sorry. Could you please find some way to forgive us?
Be careful. If you decide not to pay us back for the flooring, this might just turn into a settlement that needs to be dealt with in court. So this will be my last warning to you. I'll give you 1 week to get that money to me.
Okay. Rachel, hey. Didn't I tell you not to get Jenna involved in all of this? She told me that your husband showed up to the building that she works in.
Well, he did go there.
Stop doing this to her. I will pay you back, so please forgive us now.
Is it all going to be paid in one payment?
Yes.
All right, then I am going to send my husband over there in a bit to collect what we asked for. But just remember, if you try to pull anything on us, you'll be met with the same situation as last time. You do know what I mean, right? This is all because of you trying to get some money from me, but instead find yourself pissing your pants and making a mess on my floor, right? We just need this money so that we can get the floor replaced and move on with our lives. So just remember that this money is paying to fix that incident.
All right.
Great! Well, he will be over around 8 p.m. tonight to grab that money from you. And that money better be all of the $10,000 we had asked for. Right now, I am on a lunch break. I hope work has been going well for you today. Have you been making good progress? Of course I have been. Both Mom and Dad have stopped coming to the office building, so everything is just perfect. Thank you so much for helping me. My coworkers are also really thankful for what you did. Then I guess they must have really caused quite the ruckus then. They were actually acting like the lowest of the low. Every day Mom would come here saying that it was my boss's fault that I was always returning home worn out and beaten because of the overtime. Every damn day that she came in complaining only made me more embarrassed. Dang. And Dad kept holding up all the lines at work because he would constantly call trying to get a hold of someone to complain to. If anyone did answer, he would keep asking them when I would be given a raise. All I could think of is how much longer they could push on with this stupid crap. I've heard all things about what happened, but all I can say is that it must have been a flat-out mess with those two. I'm sorry that I couldn't be there with you all the time. Don't worry about it. If anything, I should be the one saying sorry. You would always say for me to not worry about you, but just by looking at how you were treated made me feel miserable. It made me think that we should have tried harder to fight back against what Mom and Dad were doing to us. Well, just by saying that, you have made me feel 1,000,000 times better. Well, I am just glad that the both of us were able to make it out alive. And we were able to fully cut ties with the two of those clowns. It seems that your husband told Mom that he will be keeping a close eye on her if she ever tries to come back. So all throughout the day, it was finally quiet in the office building. So it looks like everything went really well for you then. Absolutely. But I am sorry that I had to get the help of your husband to keep Mom away. It's not a problem at all. When Cameron first heard about what Mom and Dad put me through, he was super pissed and wanted to do everything he could to stop them from being so abusive. Well, when he first approached Dad, things got more out of hand than I first thought could happen. At least for Dad, anyway. When he beat himself, right? That was so hilarious that everyone in our family found out. So thank you for letting us know about that one. When I said that I didn't want anything to do with them anymore, I said that having a dad that wets himself when trying to get money from his daughter is worse than not having any parents at all. Then I bet that will be the one story that our family will never let go of about him. Yesterday, I had Cameron go over to their place to finally get the money that they owed us for ruining our floors. That is great! Well, thanks to your husband, I shouldn't have to worry about Mom causing any more trouble at work either. And once I have my wedding, we will move to a new address and totally be hidden from those two. Then I can finally be free to do what I want. That's amazing. Jenna, congratulations on getting married. Please have a wonderful life with your husband, okay? Thank you. And by the way, please make sure that you come to my wedding. Those two idiots never stopped trying to get in touch with Jenna after she told them that she never wanted to see them anymore. And because those two couldn't get all of the $10,000 I had asked for from their relatives, they kept on trying to get Jenna to help them, saying that she needed to pay them back for treating her so well while she lived with them. But when they said that over the phone to her, Cameron replied to them, causing them to freak out and hang up the call. And ever since then, they haven't tried a single time to get in touch with her. At the moment, I'm not really sure where those two ended up after we cut ties to them. I'm sure if I asked Cameron to go out and find them, he could let me know where they are. But of course, I have no reason to worry about them. As for me, I would end up going to Jenna's wedding after a few months had passed. And to my surprise, the big and fierce Cameron was crying as if he was her own father watching her get married. And a little bit of that emotion got to me, too. We both knew what Jenna had been through, as well as what I had been through. And seeing her up on the podium in her beautiful white wedding dress, looking so happy, not needing to worry about her parents, made Cameron and me smile ear to ear. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.